MMOs are awesome because you can play with a lot of people. But nobody has ever tried to do a 50+man speedrun. And that's why the last few weeks we've been getting our best times practicing and practicing to get better at these metas and do more damage to get as fast as we can on these bosses. And now we're getting challenged by Mr. Mighty Teapot saying that he can actually get better times than us on an A that we've been practicing every week and honestly for months and months to get better at. So tomorrow we're gonna have a Meta Train race against Europe and Mighty Teapot, so I want you to come do as much damage as you can and prove that NA is a better server. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live. And of course participate and get into my Discord so you can check all the events and all the details for this. Now that we've explained what we're actually doing, what I want is for you to get all the information to do as much damage and all the strategies that we have as the meta to be as fast as we can tomorrow. We will also be doing one Meta Train today, Friday the 20th at night to practice, and tomorrow Saturday 21st at 9 AM EST we'll be doing the actual race. First, let's go through the schedule. I'll leave this in the description as well, but you can see the gold any % Meta Train schedule. I'm gonna write it here, right? You can see a few tips right here. You can see the entirety of the actual schedule. A few things on this side as well. Also some tips and insane strategies that we have on the bottom to explain, and some insane open world traits that we'll go through as well that really you get benefit from in this in open world. Let's first go through which events we're doing. We're gonna be doing Forge with Fire, Into Drownstorm, Anomaly, Burn and Brink, Chagrant, the new Convergence, Lowland Convergence, Mount Belrier, Octavine, Moth Torment, Drakkar, Eldblade, Plavaran, Doppelganger, maybe if we actually can make it fit in there, but we'll try. Convergence CM, Mist and Monsters, Drownsend, and we end with Marionette. Now, we have indeed a guide for all of these things right here. I'll leave in the description down below. We have a guide for every one of the metas in the game, so you can go check it out. But we're going to go through all of the strategies for each of them. We're going to divide this video into many parts, so definitely go check the timestamps so you don't get confused or you don't, get things that you actually don't care about. First, let's go through all of the metas and which strategies we're implementing. And also, if you're an EU, get out of here. Stop spying on an A. These are our strategies. Don't even pretend. Don't even try and use this tomorrow against us, okay? This is my strategy, our strategies. If you're an EU, close your eyes, close your ears, and also keep the video going so I get more views. Let's Forge with Fire. Big important thing. We're gonna be here in the Foundry, and there's a few things we're gonna be considering. On this side, there's going to be multiple priestess on the Foundry on Forge with Fire. We want to split for them. We want to split for them so they all die at the same time. On that's the only strategy we can actually use. We can do the escort a bit faster by super speeding. Someone can stay in there with the escort super speeding it. But other than that is bring in stability, bring in ages so the big dogs don't kill you. Remember the big circle attack that the dogs do? You can indeed dodge it. For Dragonstorm, we're gonna be doing a few things that are very important. We have a guide on this as well, so I'll leave it in the description. But essentially, we want to split. There's gonna be first an event where we have to capture a circle here and a circle here. We want to split both sides instantly, north and south, and this will continuously go all the time. Then we're gonna have to kill the bosses, then some ads on this side, so everyone goes there, then go back to CC, then we split half of the squad into Bram and half into Ryland. And then we're gonna do the magic stuff where we have to collect this little like magic power and send ourselves flying into the air with into Promoters and into Jormag, and we're gonna have to Kamehameha them with our power. But here's a little bit of a strategy you can use. If you actually go in here, let's pretend that this box right here is the actual part where you have to get sent in to attack the boss. You wanna sit here, you wanna press your Positioner Wonder that you can get from Living Room Season 4, one of the hearts in Sandswept Isles right here. Very good item. You should all get it, specifically for Meta Trains, but honestly for the entire game. And you want to sit here, press the mark location, get into the circle, get launched, right? And then do your attack. Pretend that this fireball is the attack. And then as soon as you fall off, you press the 2 to go back. And you can continuously do this forever and ever. Every time to do this super fast. And if you change builds, it actually skips the cooldown and you can get teleported again. Doing this all over again every time will make our meta way faster. So everyone wants to be doing that. Get this item and practice to do that as well. After that, we're gonna split again for north and south. There's gonna be adds here and pylons as well, and north pylons and adds here, and then you just repeat, and that's fine. We'll take a portal from here to here at the end after killing the boss for the last time to go and do the arena attack. So I'll just put a portal so everyone can take it instantly. Remember to bring big CC for the Defiance breaking. You can use your War Claw 2 to do this super fast. Next one, Anomaly. Anomaly, just, well, kill the boss. It's really nothing that there's much to it. Just go fast though, because it's gonna die very fast. So you gotta blast, see where it's going, and just walk fast. And because everyone's gonna be pumping to do this as fast as possible. So yeah, pay attention. Burn and Brink, same thing. We'll be doing as much damage as we actually can. Chaggerant. This one is very important to remember that every one of the nodules, every one of the pre-events you do gives you more damage. So that's the main thing, just the pre-event doing as much as possible so you can blast and get yourself a lot of damage into the boss. The new convergence has a very good amount of things that you want to do, and I have them right here. The new convergence, only one person will sniff for the thumper. I don't know if you guys know, whenever you're in the actual convergence, there's gonna be thumpers that you have to defend. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, right? All of them will be to be defended, okay, in order to progress as fast as possible. But the thing is, in order to defend it, you're gonna have to sniff it out. You're gonna have to excavate it. But only one person should be doing this, because otherwise it gets bugged. So just wait that out and wait until one person does it. Communicate with the assigned group that will be in the thumper with you, as I will assign them, and that way we will not bug it. After that, we just need to defend. There's gonna be a few events like Titan Sapper. If you see a Titan Sapper, go kill it. It gives you a lot of the essences, and the more essences we get, the faster we spawn the boss, therefore making the entire meta the fastest. You can even use your positioning one there to collect more essences after the defense event is done and collect and deposit them very easily. After the defense event is done on your side, just start collecting essences and deposit them instantly so we can get the boss as fast as possible. After the boss, just kill the boss, don't get hit by the stuff, and in the intermissions between trying to get into the next phase of the boss, you're gonna have to collect stench in order to find the boss. And that's the only important part. You don't have to actually find it, you just have to collect stench. So go into your roller beetle into your fastest mount you can have to collect as much stench as possible. As long as the bar gets to the top, you'll be done. Next, Octovine. Octovine is very easy. Just do all the things. So do all the events. Warclaw, very useful in south. You can use it to bring the bombs. West, as always, just become the shroom and get into the end to explode in the shroom and explode on the Octovine. North, grab the turret, don't press 1, go inside of the Octovine and then press 2 on top of the Octovine and then get inside of the turret and do damage that way. Otherwise, it will not work. East, I mean, is there anything else to say about East? It's easy, it's free. Honestly, you wouldn't even need people there. It'll be done by itself. Now, here's one little thing that is kind of complicated. Moth Torment and Drakkar. We usually would want to do Drakkar here, but what we do instead is we'll go into, after Octovine, we collect our chests. By the way, in order to collect your chest fast, you can use quickness and it'll cast faster. Very important. But after that, we want to go into Drakkar, okay? Spawn a map for Drakkar. Everyone gets into Drakkar. And as soon as we spawn a map, we go to Moth Torment. Because Moth Torment is like easy gold. It's like 3 gold in 1 minute. It's great. And then we go back to Drakkar and they continue the meta there. Okay? That's what we want to do. After that, we're gonna do Etherblade. Nothing that much to be said about Etherblade. Other than that, you wanna do as much damage to the little ads, collect as many of those little bags that they drop, and essentially try and focus the arrows with swords in their head. Those will progress the event. And after we're done with all of the villages in west, middle, and east, we want to split for the cannons. There's gonna be cannons. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. One here, one here, one here. All of them should be split upon. We don't want to move as a group, do one, then the other one, then the other one. We want every group here, here, and here to split to every one of the cannons. This way, we do all at the same time, and we kill them super fast. There's a little trick that you can do on the boss on this side, on east, where a person with a portal can put themselves here, put the portal here, put the portal down there, and then the boss, when it jumps over to this side or to this side, that you can just get inside of the on the rock here and then instantly walk down without having to go through the little labyrinth of lasers, which is actually pretty nice. So if we have one person for each of them, that'll be great. Palawaran is essentially just kill the ads very, very fast, do as much damage as you can. And when you go to the part where the ships, one is bugged, okay? And what you want to do to unbug it is you want to go to character select and back. This will unbug it and you'll be able to get into the ship. Always get into the ships. We want to get the split into the 3 ships and do it all at the same time. That's what we want to do, but always into the ship. Never sky scale, never cannon. Get into the ship, attack it with your sword, and the ship will die. Then we collect the little chest, and then we kill the boss on this side, and we're done. Doppelganger, we're gonna have to collect the magic with your roller beetle, with a raptor. Just collect the magic as much as you can. Then at the end, when this is done, we're gonna go through this little spot here. We're gonna all stock here. One person will be picked up, and we will all move through the portal with the jackal, get here, and move to this place. As if everyone is stacked there, the boss will spawn on this side regardless of who it picks, and that way, even if the person doesn't know, we'll be able to instantly get it. Then we'll just do a lot of damage and the boss dies. Next is gonna be convergences. Convergences are a bit more complicated than anything. We'll probably do the fastest boss, which is Redwing, and the only important part that you have to know about that boss is that you should not be on her bots. If she flies up and you're under her, you will get squished with her bot and you will die. So don't do that. Just be outside of her hitbox and you'll be fine. CC fast, obviously, and that's about it. Now for the pre-event, we'll be spreading for the 3 champions, one group here, one group here, one group here. I'll assign them. We'll kill the ads super fast. Then, of course, I'll assign people for each of the islands. The people on Soja should be killing spites here, here, and here, and rotating. And a few people should go and kill the catapults from the Soja group. No reason to have anyone else doing that. All the people that are on these islands, they should be killing the bosses. Ideally, on these bosses, we want to bring them together. In Watcher of the Woods, you can get the lieutenant that is here and here together, and also the one that is here as well together, so we can cleave them both at the same time. The killing fields, you can get the one here and here as well. You ideally want to kill the one that is on an island on this spot right here first, then drop down, bring them together, clear them down, boom, and then continue. And the District Cathedral, kill one there, jump over to the one right here on this little island, then glide over to this spot and kill both of the ads, bring them together. The Spire, you can actually bring the one that is here and the one that is here together as well. It's kind of annoying, but it's possible. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's fine. And then you can kill the rest of the ads and then go back down to kill the general. After that, you just go to the boss. And a very important part for the boss, and any boss, by the way, only the healers should be dropping the essences on Soja. That's it. If it goes over, the health of Soja gets under 50%, the boon DPSers should be starting to deposit them. And once it gets under 20%, the DPSers, and ideally this never happens, the DPSers should go and drop essences so she doesn't die. But ideally this should never happen. This way we guaranteed as much damage as Soja to get more essences and therefore to be faster. Mist and monsters is very, very free. I don't think there's really that much to be said about it, honestly. In Decima, just, hey, collect the greens. If there are green arrows, get on them. Ideally, we want to split the group overall in a circle, so we have no problems with that. And in Greer, everyone stacks on this tag and moves around in a circle so you don't get attacked by everything. Other than that, there's really not that much to be said. You can use your workload to CC if you don't have any. But that's about it. We'll be doing rifts while we're waiting around here because there's 2 minutes of waiting, so that way we don't lose that much gold. And Drown's End, other than having and this is kind of important, we should have a character ready up with ideally 10 stacks of preparation for Drown's End, because we're not gonna do preparation. You can do this beforehand, and that way we can do it. We can have as much damage as we can. Ideally, we want to super speed the escorts to go super, super fast. I know that the one on the left side can actually bug, but it only bugs on this fountain. You just don't have to super speed on the fountain right here, and you'll be fine. Everywhere else, super speed, super speed, super speed. If you let Navan not attack anything and just be kind of like very far away from the actual road, and you kill the boss, Navan will teleport from here to here, and it'll be way faster. And once we get to this part with the capture events and the shields, I want everyone to split. Once from the west group, one group here, one group here, one group here, doing the shields at the same time. You can use remote charges and your siege turtle as well as your sky skill to do as much damage as you can. The same thing here on east, one group here, one group here, one group here. I'll assign them, and that way we can do this as fast as possible. Salt spray is gonna appear. You want to kill it. If it for some reason has the bounty where you can only attack melee or range, wait for, well, do damage and wait for the CC, and once it gets to the CC and it's range, get into your War Claw and CC with your War Claw. That way it will not take long. After that, kill the bosses here, here, and here. It's fine. We don't really need to do that much about it. Then kill the boss here. Then we're gonna do the magic event. Very easy. Then we go into Drowned Sand and kill the boss. Bring power. Condi is kind of trolling in this fight because it just power does so much more damage. Because he has a Swan has a debuff to take more damage on power. I'll talk about some other things you can actually do on this side to kill Drowned Sand a bit faster, but for now, this is fine. This is enough. Marionettes, I'll assign each of the bosses for 2 groups, and don't worry about it. I'll explain it right then. But the most important part, that thing you have to know about Marionette to do it faster, is that you can use your Rifle 5 on Engineer or your Staff 5 on Thief to go to another boss. Let's say that you actually in one boss, you go with your group and you see that you've done with your boss and you want to go help the next one, the one on the side. There's going to be a barrier that prevents you from going there. But if you use your Staff 5 or your Rifle 5, you can actually glide for a second and go over by using your Jade Boot boost. I'm going to show you right here. Essentially, you go there, boom, and look at that. You just keep pressing your staff, and you'll glide in for a second. And as soon as you pass the Jade Bot very, very fast, you'll be able to go through the next place. Very, very easy. I have a video on it. I'll leave it in the description down below as well. Also, you can change characters to get into multiple bosses as well. So if you see that we're having problems with that, and I call that out, change to another character, go in there, boom, easy, easy. Now, that's all the events we're doing. Now, let's talk about a few things that you can kind of try hard to do a bit more damage. First of all, I have a list here of whether you should be bringing power or Condi in each of the bosses. The only one that you kind of want Condi is on Drakkar, because you can kind of bug it if you have Condi and it faces at the same time that it's going into the wall, because the Condis are ticking. And if you do this, it will bug out and skip one phase. All of that, everything else is power. There's a few of them that you don't really care, but yeah, power is very, very good. Protocols, we want defense and offensive Jade protocols all the time. You want to stack them before even starting. And I have here the ideal moment of refreshing every one of these buffs once again. Sigils and utility. I also have this ready to go. There's utilities that you can use. There's sigils that you can use to do more damage on specific metas. For example, in New Convergence, in Normal Barrier, you can get Demon Slaying Sigil, do a bit more damage. Same with the utility. In Chagrant and Venom Ring, you can use the Mortem one. Actually, I'm not sure about Chagrant. Someone would have to confirm on this. And if you know any other places where you can use this kind of stuff, I'll update the spreadsheet. Okay, so let me know. For Etherblade, the Scarlet one is very, very good. You'll do a bit more damage. And from Scarlet onwards, from Etherblade onwards, you actually can use the Night Sigil, because it'll be night during that time. And you can just go in there and just continue having the Night Sigil. It'll do more damage. No reason not to. There's one last thing that I want to talk about, which is miscellaneous. There's a few things that you can use to do a bit more damage. There's little ads. You can use the Raven Spirit Shadows to get a little Raven that attacks for you. You can use the Fire Elemental Powder to get a Fire Elemental to fight for you. And you can use the Ogre Whistle as well to do a bit more damage. You get a little guy that follows you around, those damage. It's very insignificant. And I posted, I have here the moments where if you wanted to use them, you should use them. But it's not really necessary. It's only if you really want to try hard as much as possible. It's not really necessary at all. Some of the utilities are also not necessary at all. I just, I have them as needed and slide an insane min-max for no reason. You can decide on your own. The needed ones, do get them though, because it's necessary. By the way, in order to get this random little miscellaneous ads things you can get, one is from here in Pig Iron Waypoint in Tryhard Rise. You go here, do a little event on the water, and then there's a vendor right here that sells them. And there's another one here in Gleeful Run that sells an ogre that sells you the whistle. And for the Raven one, you just get them from Eye of the North for a bit of Ice Shards. It's the Eternal Ice Shard vendor, so you shouldn't really. It's fun, easy to see. Now, last one. Insane open world traits. Now, this is a bit of a weird thing, but there's a few traits that you can actually use in open world that will give you a big advantage. There's not that many, but they do exist. Great Fortitude in Warrior, gain vitality and ferocity based on a percentage of power. Why is this good? Because essences on convergences and the Jade Protocol, offensive Jade Protocol, gives you more power. Therefore, this scales up even further, giving you more ferocity and, of course, vitality, giving you more tankiness. So it's actually very, very good to bring Warrior through this regard. Harbinger has the same thing. Again, ferocity based on your vitality. The defensive Jade Protocol will give you vitality, giving you more ferocity overall. And Quiet Intensity in Virtuoso, Fury gives an increase in critical chance. Gain ferocity based on your vitality. Same thing as a Harbinger. All these things stack and it's very, very nice. There's another thing that you should be thinking about as well. There's a few builds that you can use Power Blood Slots stacks on because they don't use 2 weapons. So I don't know if you guys know, but the Bloodlust stacks are essentially stacks, sigils that will give you more power depending on the amount of ads you kill. And this doesn't work on every meta because sometimes you're not there for long enough. But in builds that only use 1 weapon, it's great because you have the main weapon, right, that you use damage with, and your backup weapon that you just farm your stacks with. And that way you have your normal sigils that do a lot of damage, plus the stacking buff as well. You can do this on Thief, you can do this on NG, and you can use this on Bladesworn. Oh, and Elementalist as well. So all these builds right here are very good for doing them. Pistol Thief, Staff Daredevil, Power Deadeye, Power Herald because you can use Staff on Bloodlust, but you can use your Greatsword too. It's a midi-midi, it's a maybe, essentially. Scrapper, insanely good in open world. I would heavily recommend you to bring Scrapper. Immortal brings lots of utility and insane amount of damage. You don't even need to use grenades, by the way. Holosmith, Mechanist, Bladesworn Alacrity, Bladesworn DPS, Power Tempest, Alacrity or normal, and Power Catalyst, Quickness or normal. All these ones get affected by this and it's super, super good. That is about it, all that we have for the strategies, guys. So definitely go look at them. Tell me if you have any questions in the comments down below or in my Discord. I'll be probably making a tier list of the best builds to actually bring in into the Meta Train. For now, I don't have enough information to be telling you that, but I will definitely make a video about that. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Let's go tonight at reset and tomorrow in the morning to blast and win against EU. Get into my Discord to check all the details.